One on the internet far and wide. Hello to our single player who is missing from this shifted session that we had for today. Instead of being on Wednesday, this was on Tuesday.
Pain.
Uh, because of, well, we're going to be missing apparently a player either way. But since the player that is missing today is the newest one to join us, uh, it's probably going to be a little bit less harmful, I guess, since player wise, character wise, he knows a lot less than what Jen's character and she as a player would know. So her being gone Wednesday is why we're doing this. So blame Jen. No. Anyway, anyone want to give us a quick recap of last session? Do it and you get a cookie.
So,
Anyone besides Nadine, because he seems to do it a lot.
there. I just don't really remember where we start anyways, where we started. Oh, no, actually, now I remember.
I'll give it a try. Let's see. To best of my memory, we were given the vision from Bahamut about well, that was the session before this one, but there was apparently this giant cloud mist that a storm that had been appearing. We were given the vision of many of our friends and slash family members disappearing. We came to Morosia to figure out what happened. Sadly, during those events, we saw much of the city in chaos. People were disappearing. People were panicking. We each had to go to we each decided to go to a different area. A majority of us decided to go to the guild. Oh, before that, I just remembered Gara and Raiden tried to connect to to nature itself. But by doing so, they sadly ended up becoming sick with some kind of weird. Their connection to the to nature itself had been corrupted or infected. Raiden got the worst of it due to how strong his connection was with it. Dara was hurt by it as well, but not on Raiden's level, sadly. Well, thankfully is what I meant to say. Um, once at the guild, everything kind of seemed to fall apart. Serena, Dara, and Mercy were trying to figure out what they. Yes, Tara, I know what I said. Didn't mean it like that. I swear I didn't mean it like that. But right. Dara, Serena, and Mercy were at the guild trying to get information. Sadly, turns out that Tally had disappeared as well. Not really sure what happened. One of the biggest clues we have is that there is apparently this pink substance that is affecting people. Dara was at one point Dara became charmed by this weird infection, and she said it was like a strange yearning to go somewhere, even if it meant attacking those around her to push forward. Serena was able to calm most of the guild members down, so the guild is now in not as bad disarray, so that's good. Finn contacted his girlfriend, I think. I'm not really sure on that status, mostly because my brain's not working right now. She sadly became caught up in whatever this is, and the message he received back from her was very troubling. We are now we spend the majority at Finn's house trying to talk, figure things out. Turns out Kai's now some kind of host or something. I don't even know. Bigger things.
Don't worry about it.
Mhm. Yep, don't worry about it for now. um, right. We learned at least a few things. Not Whisper, Silence, the subsection of the guild that deals with information gathering and not shady stuff, but just that kind of thing,
Stealth
is
stuff.
yeah, stealth stuff is working on trying to contact the five higher up guild members to see who can take over for now. And we went to visit Angel Grandfather. Well, the progenitor of Mercy's bloodline, but she calls him Grandpa. Because why not? With his help, we were able to figure out some clues as to what to do next, and he even cured Raiden and Gara of their sickness. Other than that, things are looking bad everywhere. So, I think that's about everything.
Okay.
All right.
Also, for some reason, Wajee messaged me going, "Who's actually forgot this data?" I, I don't know.
Do what to who?
I don't know. He just sent me a message. There's a like bunch of like H's and XD's, S's, a bunch of mashed up letters.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So hopefully he's not being strangled or murdered wherever he is.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Um, so thank you, Fable, for that recap. You were half correct on something, so I'll give you half a cookie.
Alright.
Um, so yeah, just a bit of a straightening out of events. Raiden and Gar tried to connect to nature while you guys were still inside the area that was Bahamut's domain around his temple. Upon leaving the protection of his domain and entering the unprotected area of Moroja, is when the Raiden was failed his Constitution save and became very ill, and Gara, became under the influence of something.
Of something. Yes,
So,
something.
yes. So, as you guys those of you that traveled up to visit Angel Grandpa, as it is, have returned back to your bodies. You guys are back in Finn's house.
Wonderful.
Uh, there's no Finn or Amelius present where you guys are. As you guys last remember, you heard some sounds coming from the direction of Finn's room before you guys left. And not sure what transpired while you guys were gone.
Well,
But find out now.
Gara will go check on him.
Beast is sitting by the door, book in hand, of Finn's room.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, he's let it out for now and well, going to sleep. I'm here in case I hear the noises again, so I'm gonna grab bedroll and sleep out here by the door.
Okay.
He's trying his best.
Yes.
I'm trying my best. Kind of weird that out of everyone, he was the one who kind of snapped first rather than me going into a fit of rage.
Well, I mean, we can all go crazy at some point.
We all get one.
Yes.
Apparently you many, with how many times you've hit us.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Crazy.
How did everything go with, Angel Friendo?
Well, he doesn't know much, but apparently Raiden and I were, yes, inflicted with something. Raiden worse than I, because his connection to nature is a lot stronger than my own. But still, there were dark spots around us. He was kind enough to clear those up for us.
That's good. Is Raiden able to walk fine? Do I need to carry him into a bed?
He should be fine. He just needs to rest now.
Hmm.
It'll be a bit, but yeah, he should be fine once he rests.
This whole situation is beyond fucked.
Yes, it is. But I've been thinking about that. I really have. And don't think it's the sense.
Why
I mean,
not?
they're busy with other stuff. I mean, and none of them that we know of can do this. Yeah, it could be Lust, but we haven't heard any word of what happened to that gem. And if Lust is back, I'm sure they would have shown themselves by now. I mean, it's been a bit. They'll, long before now, she or he for that matter, would have shown up and tried something. This isn't charming like this isn't Lust's style. I mean, they went charm. The last time we encountered Lust, it was a charm effect, but it was more like you're mine, you're in love with me, and that's it. This is more of a desire to leave and go somewhere versus a love charm. It's something else entirely, and I think I might know who it is. Sadly. There's
Who are you
only one
suspecting?
other person. Our favorite escape artist.
The
You
one that
know.
was at the court?
Oh yeah. The elven bastard who killed his mother. And then tried to kill his father. And his brother. Of all people. We put him in jail. And he escaped.
Well,
So yeah, Fancy Pants is behind it. As far
Of
as
the
I'm
s-
concerned.
until either theory is proven, we cannot
True.
confirm nor deny these.
No, but it's something to go on. I mean, yes, it could be Lust, but it could also be fucking Eldon, the asshole.
My neck is
Wow.
hurting. Can you just sit over here? Can you just
Sure.
take a seat by the wall?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sit down.
At this point, I'm trying to keep myself together for Finn's sake, so for all of your sake as well. Because next thing we know, he might just be off on his own and poof on out of here without us knowing.
Yeah, we don't need to lose him. No, we don't need to lose any of us. Any of us could be taken over by this weird, charming mist.
I think he's the last person we want taken over.
True.
He is and Peace will kind of look towards the door, smartest idiot I know.
That he is.
Has anyone checked up on Alex, at least?
No. Perhaps
Might want to.
Not sure how we can get in touch with him. I don't think Milo's connected to him anymore.
Milo, are you still connected to Alex?
You hear pop in your head. A familiar cheerful voice. Oh, no, unfortunately not. Did the music stop? Hello? Oh.
Music did not stop, Karst. You just had an issue.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Anywho.
Thought stuff broke again. But
Sit dead.
it's like, yeah, sorry, unfortunately I'm not connected to him anymore.
It's okay. How have you been lately, Milo? I haven't checked up on you lately.
Oh, well, not as fine as a sentient hat could be in a crazy situation like this. Popping into divine realms. Standing for, well, like, crouching before godly beings. Seeing things hats shouldn't see.
So what you're saying is you're on top of things.
Yes, you could say that.
Yeah, Fable. Boo indeed. Gonna go check up on the guild in case they need another set of hands for anything medical for the night. If you can do me a favor and just keep an ear out in case, Finn... Finn.
Yeah.
That's the end of that sentence.
Okay. Yeah, Finn does Finn stuff.
I'll be back a bit later.
Alright. Where are you heading off to?
The guild. I want to see if they need this extra set of hands in case anyone's hurt. Through all of this chaos.
Guild's in a bit of disarray at this point.
Well, I can work on that.
Gross.
You're welcome, Cars. That's for the fucking spider incident. That happened way too long ago. Anyways.
You got me back for that long ago. Alright. Alright, so Amelius is heading to the Hunters Guild?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, alright, so as you head out, is there anything else that anyone is wanting to do or say? Oh, and apparently Wuji can't speak. Okay.
But listening in.
Yeah. That's at least he can hear us.
Yeah, that reminds me. That.
Alright. So anything else anyone wanted to say or do?
Sadly, no.
Okay. Alright then. So as you guys kind of just... The rest of you hunker down at Finn's place. And begin to kind of take some time to rest, recover, even though your bodies had been healed and patched up from your conflict, from the trial. You still have that kind of mental strain on yourself from everything that you went through. You're still kind of feeling the exhaustion kind of setting in a bit. Amelius, though, as you head out, you can hear now the chaos, the panic kind of setting in around the city. Though a lot of the city guard, though, are doing their best to tend to the citizens as they can. Offering aid, gathering up children who have been separated from one or both parents and finding them to some family that might be in the city still. And if there isn't any, then taking them to a group shelter that's being set up to, provide them the aid they need. You see some of the Hunters Guild members are helping the city guard with this as well. As you make your way to the Hunters Guild, you can see that the guild is, as Serena described, is in a bit of disarray. You can see that they're tending to what they can to begin to kind of manage things, though there's a lot of kind of cross-checking, triple-checking with others to make sure things are getting done. So it's causing a little bit of a slow in their response to things.
Excuse me, anyone here I can talk to?
You see this dwarven man who's carrying some boxes of supplies kind of look at you, kind of walk over. He sets them down. He's like, "Hey, yes, what can I do for you?"
Who's the current acting commanding officer here?
Well, that's the thing, we don't know yet. But in a situation like this, one of the higher ranking ones would be taking over. But most of them were out of town when this is going on. But for the time being, those of us of the larger, teams are doing what we can to provide support and some type of direction.
Sport's not going to work like this. Just give me a moment. Okay, gentlemen, ladies, and all who are in between, I want to know who currently holds the highest rank amongst all of you. If there's more than one, congratulations, you'll all be considered of the highest rank. Now, I want to see a set of hands up now.
People begin kind of looking at each other. Some of them stopping what they're doing, others kind of just continuing on. You see about maybe 4 or 5 hands go up.
Congratulations. You lot are now in charge. Gather with me as I'm going to start organizing you fucks.
You hear one of them
Military
call
all
out,
over again.
like, "Hey, who are you?"
Don't worry about it. But you all need to get organized, and this is not organized.
Well, we're doing our best on such short notice.
Exactly, so I'm here to help with this short notice. Now, get the fuck upstairs right now before I'm going to drag you by your teeth.
You see some of them, the ones who help their hands, kind of looking at each other from across the room, kind of giving you kind of a very perplexed and some kind of a bewildered or dirty look. And a couple of them start heading up.
Any of the ones who raised their hands still downstairs?
A couple of them. They kind of looking at you with a kind of cocked head and crossed arms.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but this isn't the time to be all smarmy and such.
It's just kind of a cocky little one, aren't you? What rank are you?
Well, I've led legions. Armies so big that you can't even count heads, you start counting blobs.
They kind of look at each other like with kind of a raised brow, like, alright, so.
If you want 3,000 years worth of experience to help you get everything organized and finally fix this, well, bullshit, get upstairs as I'm going to start helping you all get set up.
That dwarven man that kind of came and spoke to you before kind of walks over to these two and comes up behind him and pats them both like hard on the ass and tells me like, "Oh, get to moving. Kid's apparently got, at least his head on straight. At least give him a chance." He gives you a thumbs up and goes back to his work, doing what he can to help.
I'll head up and talk to the lot.
Alright. The five of them gather at a table and sit down.
So, until now, I'm sure all of you know that the situation is fucked. How many members do we have in City?
One of the ladies there speaks up. Well, let's see. We got from head counts of. Do you want up and active, or just everyone total?
Up and active.
Huh. Well, then we have about a number of let's see, 30, about 30.
Good. So, apart from the ones out helping the guards that can do what they can, till now, you lot are going to be in charge. So, here's how things will go. Everything comes back to you all. All decision making comes back to you all. If someone decides they're going to go take a piss, you're going to send 3 people with him. Because at the moment...
Why 3?
Why 3 is because in case the other 2 die as well, the last one can come back. The idea here is that the situation is bad and we don't know what to expect. So, we need to set up anyone who knows anything about medicine in one area working on people, anyone who can clear any sort of, well, whatever, I assume there's just papers everywhere.
Not everywhere. It's more of
scattered about and on like basically every table.
More like supplies.
We need anyone who has any logistical knowledge to set all the supplies within one area to get a count of what we have on everything and get it on paper. And you all need to keep head counts of everyone double checked. The next bit is anyone who is in the medical needs to start labeling anyone who's critical. Work on them first. Anyone who is able to get by without being worked on for as long as possible, they are not as critical. Until now, do I make myself clear?
One of those ladies there kind of stands up, kind of places her hands on the table. Yes, we got you. But most of our magics right now, or clerics, are tending to the druids in the guild here that were, well, suddenly knocked unconscious.
Kai is working on that.
Alright. But, well, you're not the first one to tell us to do stuff here. We had another tiefling woman here telling us what to do.
Oh, you mean Serena, who was also just trying to out of whatever she can do whatever she can to just try and help and get the situation fixed. I know I'm not the first.
Though she did it in a much more polite manner.
That's really nice. I'm not Serena.
Clearly. You're about as charming as a, well, a rough piece of sandpaper.
Perfect. Then I can get you all to shape properly. So, do you want nice or do you want things done?
We'd like answers, actually.
Answers? Well, me, Serena, and the rest of us are gathering and trying to figure this out as well. Till now, we really don't have any answers. But, before answers, there's something more important than answers here is the people under your command.
You aren't wrong there. What's more important than that is the people in this city and in this nation that need our help as well.
Right now, if you can't organize yourselves, you can't organize help. You can't organize any response force. You need to get yourselves unfucked before you can unfuck the situation.
Be nice to know what this situation is, though.
Well, this will stand up. From what I know, until now, giant fuck-off cloud has decided to come in and say hello. And from this cloud, I've been emitting some sort of pink and green essence. And with that, people are just sort of deciding to just walk off and head off in towards the cloud because it sounds nice. Charms, of course. A mass charm effect is what it seems like. Till now, me and Gara and Serena and a few others have some small theory between 2, 3 culprits. But we're not sure what we can rely on, so it's going to remain at that information.
One of the guys there's kind of leans on the table a bit with his elbow, kind of gestures towards you. Do you have any idea how some of the people just randomly just disappeared, like vanished in thin air?
No. But we can rely on is somewhat of magic, which is why I said if someone is going to be going on their own anywhere, they don't. Everything is supposed to be reported back to you so that if something sounds off, you can make a decision based on that. And if you want kind, I'm giving you the kind as I can do right now with how much stress I'm dealing with myself.
Considering the situation. Alright. So, do you think those of us that haven't been infected can be still, or?
Referring back to my reasoning of no one goes alone, that is why I said no one goes alone, because it's possible. I don't know. I'm not a wizard. I'm not smart. I'm witty.
Were any of your group affected?
About. And we managed to subdue that.
How'd you manage such a thing?
A counter charm and a solid hit to the head. Let's just say not too solid. You want the person to still function afterwards, but my main thing is you want to give them a good, how would I say, pimp slap.
One of the ladies there kind of draws her warhammer from behind her back and sets on the table, like, I think I can handle that.
No. Not with that.
Oh, don't worry. I'll go gentle. It'd be a love tap.
Solid hit the fist. Nothing more. You don't want to accidentally kill someone or cause a brain hemorrhaging or a concussion. We need them in tip-top shape after they get, well, unfucked.
Fine, fine. Not above getting my hands dirty.
One of you all are going to have to note down where everyone is going. If they go towards this direction, you're right. I don't care what names it is, just whatever names who goes is written down. Once they come back, you scratch it off. That way, you can keep a clear in and out list.
Alright.
Choose a wing of this entire building, and that is going to be for medical purely.
We've already done that. That's where we
Good.
moved all the druids to.
Good. So, is everything until now clear? As clear as it could be, at least.
About as clear as it can be in this situation, yeah.
Right. So, you five have fun with leading this entire group. Until someone else steps up who is of higher rank, you're all in charge. One thing I ask is don't bicker, don't argue. Find middle ground. Because that's just going to be... If there's chaos amongst yourselves, if the chain of command is just a bunch of hydras attacking each other, then the entire organization is going to shatter. And trust me, would you rather hear it from me or from Tally when she gets back?
One of the laser nods. Don't worry. Wait, while some of us may not get along, swimmingly with others, when it comes down to it, we're all guild members. And we all swore a solemn oath to help the people. It's just... This was definitely sudden. And we were caught by surprise.
Trust me when I say this, I have too much knowledge on surprises.
You and your group of people take care.
We'll do our best. As you know, we just keep throwing ourselves at danger hoping that it fixes the problem. It works until now.
Well, that's what we do. We go into the danger that others can't.
Right. So, one of you delegate yourselves to any members who will not get the speech at the moment to give them the speech I gave them. And remember, best thing right now is to assign groups of 4 together. Scratch down to groups of 5 as it'd be easier to keep track of with how many people are up. Everyone gets a specific name for that group so that you can scratch up as a whole. Write down who's in each group and get on it. If I come back here and it's chaos again, I'll start dragging you by your teeth. Because I think the last thing we need right now is chaos. Or more chaos in this case.
Yeah. Hey. Should have seen how we were looking when things first started happening. It was a lot worse.
Yeah. It still doesn't look good.
Yeah. We're managing.
Yep. Sometimes you have to manage harder than you can manage. Ah.
Well, you go and manage your own problems. We got this. We've been doing this for a lot longer than you have.
And so you think. But you all have a nice day.
You too.
And I'm going to step off and head back towards Finn's house.
Okay. Alright. So, as you arrive back at Finn's house, you find the rest of the group, sans Finn, relaxing, probably enjoying some snacks and drinks, if they wanted to. Raiden, though, is just kind of just drinking some tea and is kind of working on some breathing exercises
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you guys you hear the door open to Finn's house, kind of creaking open. You watch as Emilius steps back in, shutting the door behind him.
He has, how would I say, he just bit into a lemon that wasn't too sour, but was sour enough just to make his face kind of scrump up slightly, in a way where it's just... the best way to put it, he's salty. There.
A little bit of a pucker.
Everything okay?
I just had to talk to a bunch of guild members and get them set in order together.
Yeah.
No offense, Serena, but it was still chaos after you left.
There's only so much I can do.
No, it's fine. My favorite comment out of the 5 highest ranking ones there was the other tiefling was a lot nicer.
Aww.
Yeah, they called me sandpaper. Seem more
No,
interested in...
Karst called you. That was a personal jab, damn it.
That's for the bone cracking.
Yeah.
They seemed more interested in gotchas and get-backs at me than they were with actually getting things together. So we're just gonna hope that anyone higher ranking comes back sooner or later.
Some of them probably don't have a lot of field experience to toughen them up.
You have enough command experience, you could have taken over.
I would, but you guys need me here. And for wherever we're going. Plus, it's not like
You
I'm,
might.
well,
I'm not saying that we don't, but I'm considering where there might be greater good for you to accomplish.
I know, but as long as my husband's on the line, I'm going in any direction he wants. I'm not sitting this one out. I'm not gonna sit there commanding a bunch of chuckle fucks who think it's gonna be funny to put a couple of thumbtacks on my seat when I'm not looking in a situation like this. I don't have the temper for that.
Entirely too.
I
Speaking
know.
of which, Serena, any chance you could possibly send several messages, ask our allies in the northeast?
I need time to prepare the spell to do that. But I will be able to send messages, yes.
Why
So
don't you
until-
sleep on that?
Sure, if no one else disappears or causes any more disruptions.
Serena, do you still have the scroll sending on you?
She sent that to her mom.
And she
Yeah, I
got,
used the
and she
one
got a
from her.
reply back.
Mm-hmm.
So it is back in your on your person then.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. And for how much you wrote and how much your mom wrote. Yeah, you probably still have probably 2 uses left.
It's with Gara.
Oh, it's a guard now? Okay. Oh, the ring is sending? Oh.
Oh yeah, no, the earring isn't.
It was with Kai, then Kai gave it to one of you guys.
Yeah, we asked
gave
for.
it-
You gave it to Finn.
Yeah. Finn has it at the moment.
God damn it.
Well, we
I
can
can-
get to that in the morning.
I can send Lady Valerie a message, see if she can update us on the situation in Dragonheart.
Wouldn't be the most most prudent ones be in the northeast? You know, the Temple of Knowledge?
I can send 2 more messages
That's
if you want.
that's southwest.
Oh dear.
I mean, Library of Knowledge? And the Beastkin?
Oh, that'd be northwest.
This one though, like about here-ish.
Whom do we know north?
North.
Mercy doesn't, but there is the Dracokin.
Okay. That's
The-
east.
Yeah.
Which
Up
is Lady
northeast.
Valerie.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm confused.
It's okay.
It's okay.
My mapping skills are 0. Hey!
East is to the right. West is to the left.
Beast.
Never ever smoke weed. That's how I remember it. Except I don't. It's always smoke some weed. So, anything you lot have found out while I was, well, not with everyone.
I have discovered that cookies are good.
Mm.
About the situation, Mercy, not about... That's good to hear. It's good to hear.
Yeah, I got a strange question. This may seem weird. This is kind of both in and out of character, though. Because this would be a thing Gara would probably ask, because she doesn't know much. Is there some sort of spell that can be used to locate a person?
You mean locate person?
Is there a locate person spell? And who can
There
use-
is, but it only works within a mile. Or like 1,000 feet, I think, or something like that.
There
It's
there
really
is
not that far.
scrying,
There is scrying, yes.
which can locate across a greater distance.
Distance, yeah. So, Serena,
Mm-hmm.
do you happen to know the scrying spell?
I believe so. I think clerics do get access to that.
Yeah, they do. That I do know, but
It's,
Gar doesn't know if you know it. So,
Yeah, it's if Serena's a high enough level to access it.
is she high enough to access it? Is the big question.
That's right. Yep, I can access it.
We could ask Finnegan.
He's not feeling well right now, and I don't want to
As
bother him.
as you mention Finn's name, all of you hear the creaking of the door to Finn's bedroom open up, and you watch as a kind of disheveled looking Finn walks out. Hair a mess, knuckles slightly bruised and cut a bit.
This problem
So,
fix itself. Let's start working.
Well then, I've got someone I need someone to do some scrying on. Find out what this person is actually up to. I think Serena knows him better than I'd say about as much as I know him.
Who is
Not
that
slightly
person?
more.
Who's
Prince
the person?
Eldon.
Prince Eldon, do you have anything that belongs to him by any chance?
No, but we can find his brother, who happens to be a teleport away. If he hasn't been corrupted, of course.
Hey, Karst.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been the next day, or is it still the same day?
Same day still.
Same day. I mean, we can take the Morosian teleport to Valshalel and go hunt up of the royal family and see if we can find anything that belonged to him.
Let's go do that.
Sounds good.
Fen is gonna cast prestidigitation and fix himself up so it doesn't look as much as a mess.
Okay. Sorry, you clean off the stains of blood and spilled materials from your room off of yourself, and run your hands through your hair and fix up your messy hair. All right. Raiden quickly finishes his pot of tea and gets himself ready.
And let's take a trip real quick and get back before sundown.
Okay. As you guys get up and head out the door, your body's feeling fine. Your legs, though, feeling kind of a little weak as the day's events just begin to kind of wear you down. You make your way to the teleportation junction for Moroja, for the major city teleportation between the three cities. As you guys enter into the junction there, some of the workers there kind of look at you like, hello? Sorry for the mess. How may we help you?
We need to go to Volshalel.
Valshala, okay. Do you have a pass permit?
Haven't needed one before. We're with the
Just
guild.
Oh,
Yeah,
guild business.
guild business.
Right. Very well. Just need to see your badges.
I show the badge.
All right.
I'll show the badge.
All the badges.
All the badges.
All right. Good. Yep. All right.
I don't think I.
You have one. You joined the guild.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna show a coin.
He's just kind of like going through the line. Yep. Good. Good. Yep. Ma'am, that's a coin.
I'm gonna show a sandwich.
That's a sandwich.
Mercy, the badge that you got when you joined the guild.
He's kind of
Oh,
gesturing to the
I'm
others.
gonna show I'm gonna show a badge.
Oh, alright. He's just kind of looking like he just kind of leans in and whispers to Gar, is like, is she a bit of a slow one?
More of a prankster.
No, her lie is just showing.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha. I have no idea
Would
what
you
that
like
means.
a sandwich?
I have no idea what that means. But you're all clear. You're all clear to pass.
Would you like a sandwich?
No, that's fine. I don't know what that sandwich has been. My mama always told me not to take a stranger's sandwich.
You never know when they'll be hungry later.
But have a safe journey to Valshala. We haven't gotten any word from them.
Yeah, that's why we're heading there. We want to make sure everything's okay.
Okay. Well, wish you luck then.
Thank you.
All right. Keep your arms, legs, and other appendages inside the teleportation circle, and we'll send you off. As you guys kind of gather into the area they guide you to, the worker there activates the sigils of the circle, and as the magic springs to life, you guys feel yourselves pulled from where you are, and you arrive in a different area. As you arrive there, you can hear a lot of screaming going on outside.
Well, it looks like it's Tuesday already.
It's another Tuesday, huh? Yeah. That's-
Oh dear.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, step outside first, see what the fuck's going on exactly.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I want to cast Fireball on the outside to the wall curse.
All right. So some of you rush to the door. You step out and see what's going on. You see, the city of Alshalel is, well, in chaos like Moroja was, but different. You see a bunch of the animals and the fey creatures here are just running rampant through the city. You see some of them crashing into buildings and trees, just as if something is bothering them. Something is causing them to go berserk.
This is going to be a bad idea. It's going to be a really, really bad idea. I'm gonna try and
Speak.
try to understand. Yeah, try to speak with the animals to see what's bothering them.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
so glad I have a second level spell slot because of Warlock. Holy shit, that means I can also do this and help you out with what's going on.
Wait, great, awesome.
So you both do this. Okay. So as you both cast the spell to speak with animals, your guys' ears are bombarded with the sounds of multiple screaming voices of the animals and creatures here. You hear them all yelling, similarly like, "Get out of my head! Get out of my head! No! Stop it! Stop it! Make it stop! It hurts!"
What's going on?
Okay.
I'm not gonna hurt you guys. Neither is he.
They aren't stopping. They're just running around still. They're not. You kind
Okay.
of realize they're not like trying to target people. They're just out of control. You see some deers and moose running around, an elk.
They're startled and they
Yes.
don't know what to do.
We need to
Do
find
you
a way
want
to
me? Do you
calm
want
them
me to slow them
down.
down?
No. No.
That'll cause them to panic further.
Serena, can you calm them down?
She'll honestly just put on the thing that lets her talk to animals without the spell and try to. Would that be an animal handling curse?
It would be.
Alright, I'm good at this. I don't use
I'll
it, but I'm
give
good
her
at it.
guidance.
Okay.
She doesn't even need it, but
I'll
so.
take the guidance. I'm pulling a
Okay.
preference.
All right.
Hey.
28. Give her light. All right. So, Serena, as you try to, try to calm down one of these animals, they are just running crazy. They aren't slowing down enough for them to even stop and be able to listen to you.
Oh no.
As you guys are trying to do this, you watch as an elk kind of runs headfirst, full speed into a tree, and you just watch as it is by, then just goes limp on the ground.
I'd say calm down, but that never helps anybody.
We need to find a way to get whatever was affecting you and Raiden, and
Away from
Raiden
them.
away from them.
I mean, be a dispel, I guess?
We
So
can't
wait
do it
to
for all of them.
Yeah, there's no mass dispel that I'm aware of. Unless it's a higher level. A higher trained magical ability that I'm unaware of. That maybe Finn might know. Given his knowledge of...
How many animals are there, Cars?
There's about 3 dozen.
Oh dear.
And it's not just animals, though. It's fey creatures as well.
Yeah.
You see there are some ents running around. You see them just kind of bashing themselves against the large, like redwood-like trees here.
Is there a chance I can try to use... I have a large amount of spell slots. Is there a chance I could try and combine them to a mass dispel?
Fortunately, no.
Okay. Alright. We need to knock them out. I can't do all of them.
And I guess, yeah, we'll have to
Let's start with the
entangle.
creature.
Well, I guess, Mercy, you're just gonna have to do what you suggested.
That growth, yeah.
Actually, if we can get some of the Fae, well, become sane again, they can probably help.
Yeah, might try to dispel it on the Fae, and they might have a better chance of calming the animals.
If you excuse me, I see a large ant over there. I'm gonna run at it and dispel stuff.
You go for it.
Okay.
First, the spell magic has a range of 120 feet. As soon as I'm within 120 feet, I'm gonna dispel magic of that ant.
Okay.
Karst, did you read the chat?
Yeah, I did. Your grandpa's advice would be to basically stop their movements, hinder them if you can, so they're less of a threat to themselves and others.
I am going to...
I can still offer the plant growth. I said
Yes,
last time.
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's a good idea. That would definitely slow them down. On top of that, I will do an entangle to try to grasp as many of the animals as possible.
Okay.
Kind of halt them.
So you guys together, with your magics, you create an ensnarement area, and as the area springs up, your magic feeding into the land and snagging and grasping at these animals and creatures. The ones that are running around berserk, you watch as they halt in, well, not halt in place, but move at more of a snail's crawl comparative to what they were, which was equivalent to like a full dash.
Right.
Are you saying that the plant growth possibly empowered the entangle spell?
Probably, because it's both making making plants grow. So.
If it increases the size and everything, it could entangle more of them.
Yeah.
It's an
I can cast...
additional area.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got basically giving you more ground to cover, and which, as it doesn't catch all the animals and stuff at first, but as they're running around, they aren't able to pay attention to where they're running, and they just run right into this trap that you guys set up. Alright, so as these creatures have slowed down, Finn, as you get closer in range to one of them within 120 feet, you get the chance to cast your dispel magic. At what level are you casting it?
Fourth.
Fourth level? Alright.
Mhm.
Can you roll me a intelligence check, please?
Yep. 8.
Oof.
Oh.
I don't have anything to use here unless somebody somehow still has luck. No. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, Karst, can I use
Can
my...
I affect your luck? Can I affect you with luck? I don't think so.
Uh, with the luck feat, you can. I know it's your rolls or creatures' rolls.
And
You
it's technically a
spend.
creature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can also spend one
It's
luck
you or
point.
someone against you.
Yeah.
Can I expend my inspiration for that, Karst?
If you want to, I'll allow it.
Okay. No more inspiration for peace.
It is better.
Okay.
I,
Right.
I want Mogash back. At least I rolled higher above a 10 when Ethan was around.
Alright. So, Finn, you kind of struggle a bit trying to get through. But it kind of takes you a little bit longer than what you would expect for a dispel magic, and you manage to kind of push your influence magically onto this creature, and you do manage to dispel whatever was affecting it. As you do, you watch as this, from the creaks in this Ent's wooden body, from the cracks and grooves, you watch as this pink mist rises up from it.
Finn is gonna jog over to the end.
The Ent just kind of just slumps there, just its feet stuck in place because of the plant growth, and it's unable to kind of fall over completely.
But the thing is still alive,
It's
right?
still alive.
Yeah.
As you run up to it, it kind of slowly turns and looks at you, and in a very slow speech, it goes, "Thank you."
No problem, friend. Any chance you can help me stop the movement of the other animals so I can try and help them?
I can try.
That's all I'm asking.
The treant, trying to regain its composure, standing up, like riding itself up fully, it shaking its head and body, its leaves rustling. The treant moves its arms and reaches as best it can, because it's still hindered by the plant growth, and grabs some of the larger animals that are rampaging around and sticks them into the plant growth.
Thank you. Curse, any more very large tree ants that that are close enough to animals where they can do the same thing?
There, from where you in the city here, there were about 3 large tree ants that were rampaging around.
Did I get one of them, or are there 3 more still?
There's still 2 more.
Alright, I'm gonna... Same plan. Maximum distance, dispel magic.
Okay. Alright. If you're doing it at 4th level again, we'll go ahead and roll me another intelligence.
That's 1... 23.
Okay. Alright. But this time, with ease, you manage to easily dispel the magic on the second one. The tree ant kind of stumbles and wobbles a bit as it tries to regain its equilibrium.
Again, Finn is gonna run up and let the same thing.
The tree ant will nod and start going around gathering up animals and tossing them gently into the plant growth area.
Finn is in a thought right now. Is this what being a druid is like?
As you guys are doing this, trying to like calm the situation down. You watch as some of the Valshalel's wood guard, the protectors of the forest, come in, riding in on their own animals. And as they kind of see the situation, they look at you. Some of them recognizing some of you, specifically Gara and actually I think it's just probably be Gara. They probably recognize.
And
At
Serena,
this point.
probably.
Maybe Serena.
Maybe Serena. But they kind of come up to you. It's like, oh, thank the spirits you arrived here. It's a good nick of time there.
Well, we were concerned about you guys and figured we'd check in on you as we're trying to check in on other places that we know and have connections to.
Oh.
But is the king okay?
Yes. The royal family is has barricaded themselves in their in the palace. They just for safekeeping. Some of the guard there are protecting them.
I need to speak with the king and the prince.
Right. Just give us a second. I myself will escort you over there. We're trying to get a hold of the situation here. As he kind of looks at all the animals in the city being gathered to this one spot. Oh, good. One sec.
He sees tiny wizard chasing large ants.
Big ants chasing tiny animals.
As he kind of hops off of his elk mountee, this guard he watches. He kind of pulls out this thing from his hat and kind of begins speaking into it. Hi, yes, this is Scout 23. The situation has changed within the city. We had some Hunters Guild members from the looks of it arrive, and it's as you probably remember, the big green one. Yes, Gara. Yes, that's her name. Yes. She and her compatriots have arrived here in Valshalel, and they are helping with the chaos that is happening here. Yes. Good. Yes. Inform the Dracokin that their plan can be enacted now. All the animals and fey creatures in the area have been gathered in one place. All right. Thank you. All right. Follow me. I'll take you to the palace.
And I follow.
The scout will kind of whistle over to you, Finn. Oi! Wizard man, friend of Gara's, right?
Finn's gonna yell back, yes.
Alright. Thank you for your help. Follow us, we're heading to the palace. I'm going to escort you there. The Dracokin, I informed them of what's happening, and they're going to enact their plan to massively deal with what is going on here.
You sure you don't want me to fucking help this in so he can help wrangle up the animals as well?
No, you've done a lot already.
Finn is gonna walk back to the group.
Yes, but the Draco King can massively dispel stuff. That's what I was waiting on him to pick up on. Like, Wizard Boy goes, "Oh my god, what?"
Finn is unaware. Finn has heard the term Dracokin. He has yet to meet somebody of the Dracokin. He has yet to figure out what the fuck is a Dracokin.
Just think Serena, but elves instead.
Yes.
Or the Order of Friendships?
As you guys are,
Kind of like a
Yeah.
draconic sorcerer, but better.
as you kind of rejoin with the group, and you watch as coming from this lot more sophisticated looking building. A lot of the buildings in Varsalau are very simplistic, very rustic and nature looking. The elves here do their best not to impose their structures on nature too much. But this building here is a lot more advanced looking in comparison. But you watch coming from this building are robed elves from the looks of it, though they do appear different. You see some of them are sprouting wings, dragon-looking wings and tails, and scales across their bodies. A lot of them are, you see, a lot of them are carrying staves. And as they're coming out, all of them are getting kind of chanting, not familiar, but the same spell, it seems, as they are moving their staves back and forth and heading towards the area where all the creatures are being gathered. As you guys begin leaving from the area, you watch, if you want to, the Dracokin. As they finish their spell, they slam their stabs into the ground, and you watch as this kind of grayscale field of energy just kind of envelops the plant growth area that you guys erected, and you watch as the plant growth is kind of withered away and disappears, and you watch as all the fey creatures and the animals just stop in place and just begin kind of looking around, very confused.
I need to learn how to do that. Anyways, how far is this palace or the place the royal family is at?
Oh, it's not far. It's just let's see, about 10 rows of trees away. Oh wait,
Alright.
that probably doesn't make much sense to you. Right,
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Tree line, and each one's a row. Rows and columns. Don't worry about it.
We got it.
right.
I think we'll know it when we see it.
Alright. So as you guys are being escorted to the Palace of Volshalo, where the Timbermere family resides, you guys hear loud rustling in the air, and the sound of and you guys all watch as a large red dragon comes flying in
Mm-hmm.
and lands in the center of town,
Mm-hmm.
back near where the commotion was happening. And
We don't have time for this.
No, we don't.
and you guys all watch as a person hops off
Yeah.
the back of the
Yeah.
dragon.
Yep,
Ah,
of course.
Mhm.
Seems to be another Dracokin. Sit with, as they kind of pull back their hood, you see that they sport some very equally vibrant crimson red scales as the dragon they rode in on.
Greetings.
They bow their head to you. It's like, greetings to you all. Sorry if I startled you.
It's okay.
Didn't have much time
honestly,
to land somewhere else.
I'm glad of a surprise that I don't have to fight something rather than a surprise that I do.
So right, this must be your first time meeting one of
Yes.
my kind, right?
Yes, they're Not familiar.
It's nice to meet you all. He kind of comes up to you and bows to you all. My name is Tyrell. Tyrell Crimsonwing. I come from the Crimsonwing family in Dragonheart.
Ah, don't think I had the pleasure of meeting your family there when we were there last, but it's good to meet you now.
Pleasure to meet you all as well. He kind of looks over. Like, are you all okay though? I heard the commotion that was happening here.
Yes, we came to help, and now we must speak with the royal family. A matter of urgency, actually.
Then I will not keep you. I
Oh,
need to go speak with my brothers and sisters about what the situation is.
hey, Kars, Serena has a question for him.
Mhm.
Serena will ask, sorry, forgive me, but is there any word from Lady Valerie? Is she still around?
Well, you know Lady Valerie.
Yes, actually, we do.
Oh, well, Representative Valerie is doing well. She is tending to the situation in Dragonheart right now. We've had some people disappear.
As of we.
We don't know what is the cause of this or why.
We've got a working theory on that, and that's one of the reasons we're here to see the king.
Yes.
I don't suppose you would happen to know in what direction some of them disappeared and went?
I do not. If you are able to get in contact with Lady Valerie, you can ask her. She is working with the rest of the representatives.
Okay.
She's my father and the others are doing what they can to manage the situation. As he kind of bows to you all respectfully, he kind of looks up to the dragon and speaks in Draconic. The dragon will lower its head, and the man you watch as he will just kind of just rub his hand underneath the chin of the dragon, kind of scratch at its scales.
Yeah, I speak, but can't read or write Draconic as well.
So yeah, for those that understand, what he says to the dragon is, "Thank you for getting me here so quickly, old friend. Now, I speak with the others. Can you do a surveillance around the forest to make sure that none of the fey creatures are escaping?" The dragon will reply, for those of you that can understand. I shall do so, Tyrell. The dragon will kind of look to you all, and you watch as it just kind of nods to you all, and will kind of step back a bit, and then kind of bound into the air and begin flapping its wings and take off. The Tyrell, the Dracokin, will walk past you all and run up towards the others who are helping the animals get calmed down. The scout that's escorting you will kind of watch and is like, huh, I've seen it a dozen times, but it never gets less strange. Seeing them riding in on dragons, conversing with dragons so casually. Oh, it boggles the mind. Well, follow me. I'll take you to King
course.
Timbermere.
And we're following. Well, at least Gar is, anyway.
I follow.
Okay.
Finn does the T-pose and follows. And he just
Oh my god.
All right. So, as you guys follow along, you eventually come upon this palace, which, as you can tell, it's a lot more, well, sophisticated than the rest of the buildings, though it has a lot of nature built into it. You can see that there are archways of not only stone but wood that has been shaped, and other like kind of natural trees that have been shaped as well to form cornerstones and corner pillars of this building. The guards there who are protecting the entrance see you all approach and stop you. Like, halt! What is your business?
Urgent business with the king. I'm with the Hunters Guild. It's about the situation going on. I think I know who is behind it, and I need to speak with him about it.
They look to each other. Very well. They kind of look to the scout. Go on in.
I nod. Walk on through.
Alright. So as you guys are escorted in. Turn that down a bit. As you enter into the royal palace of the Timbermere family, it is a bit hectic. You can see that there's multiple discussions going on as you're brought into the as you enter into the throne room. People don't stop to notice you, but they just keep on talking. You hear there's a bunch of discussions about what is happening, what needs to be done, what can be done, what should be done first.
Well, what we can do is scry for the culprit. What we need is something that belongs to him. As for who it is, well, that's simple.
As you say that, as you say that, Gara,
Yeah.
a hush just comes over the entire room, and everyone just turns and looks at you.
Yeah, I've kind of figured out who's behind this after some, hit or miss ideas. There's only one person that could be behind this at this point. That happens to be, well, the second son, Prince Eldon, who ran off and has got mystical powers.
As you say that name, like there begins like a bunch of whispering, murmuring going on across the court here, and everyone's just kind of looking around, muttering, it's like, "Oh, Prince Eldon, oh, the exiled prince, the blight of the Timbermere family."
Excuse me, everyone, but in this situation, I don't think whispers and murmurs are gonna help anyone. So speak the fuck up.
Yes, we all know who he is. We all know what his title is. We had him imprisoned and somehow he mystically disappeared and escaped from the prison cell that should have been inescapable.
As you guys say that, you hear a younger voice kind of ring out across the court, echoing off the stone ceiling and walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, She speaks the truth. This discussion and gossiping and hypothesizing will not get us anywhere. We haven't at least an idea now of what is going on and who the culprit is. And guards, you kind of watch as the crowd kind of parts ways. You see a familiar person walking past them,
Mm-hmm.
though looks a lot different from the last time you saw him. The last time you saw him,
Yeah.
he was wearing more ragged clothing, uh, a cloak made out of leaves, large leaves and vines, and a lot more kind of grungy, messy hair and face.
Mhm.
But you see the familiar appearance of Velok, all cleaned up and more princely looking than he was before. Ah,
Hey,
Garuk, it's good to see you again.
it's good to see you as well.
I'm
I
glad you.
offer a slight bow. Yeah.
So no, come, no, no need to bow. We're friends. I mean, you saved my life. He kind
Yes,
of comes up and offers his hand out to you.
she'll take it.
He shakes and just kind of pulls you in for like a one-arm hug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's good to see you. Though it appears I'm not the only one who has gone through changes from the last time we met. This is
Been a bit.
not the band of adventurers you were running around with before.
No, they ended up going their own way and, well, found new companions.
Hi, I'm very tired. That's not my name, that's just what I am.
Oh,
We're all very tired. We've been through quite an ordeal trying to make it through the away from this mist and
uh,
weird effects.
well, I can understand that. Uh, all of us here are pretty tired as well, trying to get all of this under control.
Yes.
But it's good to see you again, and I cannot wait to learn each and every one of your names. Um, he he'll kind of turn back towards everyone else in the chamber and his father. Father, in the light of this new information about, well, how more personally it is our family that is the cause of this current predicament, I suggest that we dismiss the members of the court here for right now and have Gara and her friends help fill us in on why they think my poor dear brother is the one behind this, and maybe what has happened to him since we last saw him after, as she so straightfully put it, he vanished from our holding cell. The king stands up, and Gar, you see the king, who is looking much, much healthier now than he was before when you last saw him. The color in his face has come back. His cheeks are a lot fuller. Uh, his hair is a lot more full of life than it was before. He looks less on death's door than and more like he's got plenty of years left to live, even for an elder elf. He will kind of raise his hand and just kind of swipe it to the side. You heard my son. Everyone, you are dismissed. We will continue the discussion later once, well, the saviors of my life inform me what is going on. The people in the court all bow and head for the exit of the throne room. The king kind of gestures for you all to come closer. Come, come. Please, tell me what has happened to my son.
He's been corrupted by a demon. Who granted him powers over air. I have run into others that have gained abilities over the elements. One was in the Feywild, as I was when I was sent there before I went back. Ran into a man named Aculus who had an affinity for fire and was pretty much destroying the Feywild as it was. Then, when we left there, ran into someone in Ulgamore who had the ability over Earth. He was wearing a shawl, like a scarf, that seemed to be adhered to him. The necklace I wear belonged to Aculus. It was cleansed of its curse and grants me the ability to cast a particular spell once per day. The earthen mantle was lost to us when one of my party members originally left. We ran into a man who went by the name Pandak who could control water.
I see. It seems my delinquent of a son has, well, not so much fallen in with the wrong crowd, but skipped willingly to it. Yeah.
The poison, the greenness of these clouds, the poison he used to poison you. And unfortunately, his mother.
You kind of see a sad look come over his face.
Yeah, Gara kind of feels the same way. And then...
So what has become of my son, then? Is he still him?
No, well, he might be, but whatever is left of his former self is probably very minute. He serves a demon who goes by the name Croshax, who is trying to take over the world again and cause a secondary calamity.
What?
Yeah.
Before we continue discussing any further, Gar, is he the one that attacked us at the Moon Elf place?
Yes, he is. As a matter of fact, that's exactly who it is.
Oh, him.
Yes, him. We were in the Moon Elf Kingdom, and he decided to come say hi. And he tried to have us all killed. When that didn't work, I guess he resorted to this. A lot of our loved ones were targeted, so it's definitely very personal. Especially against me, since it kind of stopped him.
The king he watches the king who was standing just kind of stumble back and slump down into his throne, placing his hand over his face, just kind of resting his head in his hand. It's like, oh, Eldon, what has become of you?
I'm guessing his greed, his lust for power kind of got the better of him. And then when he couldn't attain what he wanted through the means at his own disposal, he sought out another source. Most tend to, but he's definitely fallen a little too far. We have the means to try and, I guess, track him, scry upon him, but we need something that belongs to him, which we don't have, but figured would be somewhere here within.
Yes, yes. This
J-
Crowshax you mentioned. Do you
A
plan?
lesser demon.
I do not care if he's lesser or a prince of the hells.
Well,
Are you planning
so
to fight him?
eventually, yes.
Eventually.
Once we ourselves get stronger and take out his minions, which include 3 other sins or people that are affected by these gems uh, that contain the essence of a sin.
if you stand on the scrying, the more personal the object you get me, the better the chance I'll have of locating him.
Right. The king will stand up and kind of stand very rigid. When, if and when you face this Crowshax, make him pay for preying upon my son in his
Oh,
moment of weakness.
he'll pay dearly for the crimes he's committed. We'll make sure of that.
Thank you. Uh, now, follow me. I will take you to my son's room. There is many of objects in there you could use for the focus of your spell.
Thank you.
As he will lead you out of the throne room and through the castle. Ascending the stairs, you guys head to the sleeping chambers of the royal family, and you enter into what, well, Gar would recognize as the bedroom of Prince Eldon. This is his room. We've left everything in here that was not harmful. That secret room he had, filled with different plants and poisons, we've had cleaned out.
Yes. Good. Yeah, that's.
So I hope there's something in here you could use.
I'll leave it to the experts to find. I look to Finn, Serena, who both know the spell too.
Alright, so I'm gonna be looking for any possession or garment he has. The more personal, the better. If we manage to find a body part, lock of hair, or
Okay.
anything like that, that's even better. Or a picture might even be good.
Alright, well, roll me investigation checks if those that want to look.
I will cast guidance on Finn.
Okay.
Cars, just so you know, tomorrow I do have a really early morning as I got a couple of tests to go through.
Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping this up soon anyway, because it's 1:17. I got
Okay.
a doctor appointment at 2, so
Okay.
we're gonna be going to like 1:30 at most. Okay.
Gotcha. Just so you know.
Was anyone going to aid Finn so he could have advantage?
Yeah, I would, most likely.
Okay. So then, so for a 10. Oh no.
12, excuse you.
12. Yes.
Well,
Oh
I
no.
probably should have rolled myself.
Okay. So you guys spend about an hour. Well, no, I guess probably more like half an hour looking around, trying to find something worth using. You're not finding really anything really good. Or at least Finn isn't finding anything good. If any of the rest of you want to try investigating, you can.
I will also cast guidance on myself and try. God only know how well this is going to turn out.
Don't shame.
Oh Jesus
Don't-
Christ!
Why you gotta shame the wizard like that?
I'm not trying to. That's
It
a 20 now. So that's a
Though,
natural 20 in
though,
general.
though,
So basically it would be a
I mean, it
21.
does make sense. Gara does know the guy a lot better than
yeah,
Finn does.
That's
yeah,
true.
that is
I
true.
mean, the dice don't lie here, so.
Yeah. All right. So, Gar, is your wow? Yeah, everyone cheats. As you guys are all kind of trying to see Finn kind of struggling, trying to find something good, you all begin pitching, looking around. Gar, you having so much interaction with this guy, seeing who he was before, uh, before he became, like one of Croshax's, uh, right hand men. Uh, you kind of begin looking around, looking through drawers, cupboards, uh, wardrobes, and you keep looking around. You eventually, find uh, under the bed, kind of not just sitting there on the floor, but kind of tucked and hidden away, is this really old looking stuffed animal.
This should work. And I hand this stuffed, I don't know,
Yes.
bear,
Uh,
wolf,
it
deer.
it it appears to be a stuffed pseudo dragon toy.
I hand it to Finn.
Anything else you can tell me about him? The better I know the target, the more likely I am to find him.
I look to the king who might know his son a little bit better than I do.
Um, I do not know what he looks like now. He'll the king will go over to um like we'll kind of leave the room for a second and come back in like a minute later holding uh a picture frame and I'll hand it
Mm-hmm.
to you. This was the last portrait we got as a family before well before what happened. It, wa
We
it was taken shortly after my wife's passing.
we do know what he looks like now, as we did run into him in the Moon Kingdom.
I mean, tell me more about him. The
Like,
more knowledge I have about him, the
I wish I could, but apparently I did not know my son as well as I thought I did. I
what?
thought he was a brilliant, kind, though very well, not aggressive, but more very driven, bold young man. He,
He's still definitely driven and bold.
I I did not never would have thought he would be able to hurt a fly, let alone poison someone. I do not know what happened, how this came to be. I know he always talked about wanting to rule the kingdom one day when he was older. I just didn't think he realized that the firstborn is the one that rules.
Which is why he set up a way to try and get rid of his eldest brother.
Yes.
okay. Yep. Let's see what I can do. So Finn's gonna sacrifice hit points, and the way he does this is he rolls up his sleeve, and you'll see as runes start pulsing on his arm, and then in a bright flash of light, it's basically like a camera flash go off, and that's 25 hit points gone.
Ouch.
On a cast Scrying.
Okay. So that's a wisdom save, right?
Yep, he has, because of the, I don't know if they stack, but I have a possession and a picture. So they're respectively -4 and -2.
Okay. Um, I'll give you the greater one of those. So the -4.
Yeah.
So I don't think they stack.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Did you cut off his hair or something? That would have been a -10.
yeah, no,
Well, we'll have to get a lock of his hair when we find him now, won't we?
yeah,
Well, wait. I have a question. This is a stuffed like plush for him, correct?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
stuffed toy, yeah.
Is it possible to check if there's possibly like a hair or something caught between the fabrics?
There is a possibility. We'll let you uh, roll me investigation or perception.
Sorry, nah.
24.
24. Okay. So as Finn's getting ready to cast his spell, you you kind of step in and quickly search the stuffed animal. And as you kind of combing through, it's looking over, head to toe. You kind of fold back one of the tucked in wings, and you see kind of stuck through some of the fibers there is a couple strands of hair.
Thank me later, Finn. Here you go.
I'll buy you lunch. Scrying, he has a -10 now.
-10. Okay.
Before you attempt any spells, can we check that there is nothing interfering with the spells?
Nope.
Well, Finn can't. But I mean, Mercy, if you want to, you can.
I would like to do detect magic.
Okay. So as you cast detect magic and you begin looking around, you don't see anything magic hidden in the room, though you do see some magic emanating from the stuffed toy Finn's holding.
Mm.
Though it's very subtle, like very weak magic.
At this point, Finn would have dropped the toy and is using the hair now because that's giving him the is going to give the guy the -10.
Okay.
Hey, no,
What sort
not
of... Go ahead.
no. You go for it, Mercy. I just realized Serena wouldn't have any information, so go for it.
What sort of magic does the stuffed toy have?
Let me.
I mean, the
See.
school of magic.
It's enchantment.
Ooh. Mm.
Hey Finn, there is
Yes.
some enchantment on the toy you had.
I'm gonna check it. This might yield results. Identify as a spell.
It is.
No, as in I'm casting it as a spell, so a minute instead of
Oh.
a 10.
Okay. So you cast identify on it. You see that the toy has a magic message imprinted on it.
Oh, right.
Alright, I'm gonna cast the scrying now.
Wait, we should find out what the message is. I mean,
I'm gonna toss you guys the fucking
Okay.
the plushie.
Yeah, because it'll take you 10 minutes to scry or
Yeah.
cast it. So,
so
all right. So as you're
Um,
casting that,
how do we play the message?
let's see. I guess Mercy, with your detect magic, you'd probably see that there is like this kind of area in the belly of the stuffed animal. That was where the magic is kind of emanating from.
Okay, let's tickle the belly.
Okay. So you kind of grab it, kind of tickle the belly, kind of push on it. You kind of feel like there's something inside, and as your finger kind of through the fabric kind of touches it, you hear this woman's voice coming through the toy. It's a very soft and warm and very motherly sounding voice. And it kind of, you see the king kind of reacting quickly to hearing this voice, and just see like tears beginning to well up in his eyes. The voice then turns from talking to a soft singing voice. Very beautiful, almost like a fairy singing. And from which you can probably gather that this is the voice of the king's wife and the mother of Veloc and Eldon and his sisters, the queen. Alright, so for the scrying. Okay, so that's a wisdom save, yes?
Yes.
Okay, wisdom save. Alright, let me see here. Prince Eldon. Alright. What's your DC? 18?
18. Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Also, I want to make sure people within 5 feet of me, just in case I need to make any saves, in case you know use it.
Okay. Huh. Okay. he he rolled a 17.
Oh, he fails.
He fails.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, it was a 17 after, the -10.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah. I rolled good. It's like, okay, that's fine. It's like wait, -10. That's a 17.
Get bodied by your childhood.
Yeah. So, Finn, so you guys watch as this flash of light goes off as Finn's eyes just gloss over like pure white and emit like a light from them. Finn, you feel and watch as your mind's eye is thrusted from your body and you go careening up into the air and across the sky. You see the
Which direction, by the way? That's something I'm going to be keeping track of until I get there.
roaming perception check.
Oh, good, I'm good at those. Haha.
Just takes a bad roll.
I don't have it.
Yeah, a 9. It's hard to tell. You things are just going by so fast. Trees are brushing by you, and all of a sudden you're just out over the ocean. You see the ocean beneath you, and you're soaring through the air. You pass up into the clouds, blurring your vision even more. And eventually, you come soaring down, and you can see a large volcano. And then you zoom in towards it. You can see around this volcano is a crackling of lightning and fire as there's a storm brewing. You can see lightning firing from the storm down into the volcano. The lightning is a similar mix of pinks and greens. And all of a sudden, you pass through the storm. You can feel your mind racked with this stinging, tingling electrical pain. And all of a sudden, you're there. You see Prince Eldon before you. Well, the disgraced prince. See him?
Finn can take action, but he can still speak. He's gonna say volcano.
There's a few of those.
As you see him there, you see the familiar pale visage in the darkened black armor, the cape flowing out behind him, and the sleek back black hair of Prince Eldon. Him smirking and grinning as he has his hands raised up in the air, and you can hear the wind howling around him. Excellent. This is going better than I thought it would. Oh, and owe it all to you. As he kind of turns, gesturing a hand. Roll me another perception check, Finn. See if you can notice who he's looking and gesturing to.
Yeah, yeet.
23. Oof, okay.
Okay.
So as you kind of like try to turn and focus and turn your attention away from Eldon, the focus of your scry, you can see who he's looking at. You see this very beautiful but sorrowful looking woman standing there. Her head kind of hung low as she has her hands clasped in her lap in front of her. She stands there. She looks away from Prince Eldon. Oh, now, don't be like that. Look, you're doing something great. You're helping bring in a new world order. Isn't that great? Much more than what you did in your previous life. At least from what I've heard. Oh, look it. Oh, we are ready now. Thanks to my power and my influence I've gained from Kroshaks. I now have an army. Small, yes, but growing. And I shall make more. And with your help, our plans, well, the Master's plans, are on a fast track to completion. You know, you've really gotten the hang of using that gem's abilities very well, young lady. Oh, and the look on that poor sap's face when he saw what you became and when you were ordered to deal with him. Oh, what was his name again? Larry? Loser? You hear the woman yell out, "His name was Loex! Don't you dare insult him!" Oh, look at her, she speaks! About time you finally raised your voice for once. Oh, yes, Loex. Oh, the look on his face when he saw that you were still a puppet, even after death. Truly, truly. Oh, that was the best day I've had in months. You watch as Prince Eldon steps down from the makeshift throne he was standing on. And you watch as he approaches this black armor-cladded squadron of fighters. Fully armored, full plate mail, head to toe. You cannot see what they look like, but you get this feeling of this energy they radiate. It's similar to the presence that he gives off. And you, my future army. Oh, you are going to make many a best days for me as we take back what is rightfully mine. My dear sweet father and my pathetic brother will not know what hit them. Oh, and then the world will not know what hit them when my master's plans come to fruition. Now then, we must quickly get to... He pauses and he turns his head and he looks right at you, Finn. Oh, it seems we have a little eavesdropper on us. Well, hello there, whoever you are. I hope you enjoyed the show. But now I must ask you to leave. It is rude to spy on others. You watch as he draws one of his blades, and it gives off this pale green flash of light, and you feel your connection to the spell severed.
Cocky little fucker. Uh,
He's gonna share everything he saw.
Wonderful. So, Loix.
We
the-
actually managed to narrow it down by a lot.
Yeah, we can just pop into the room right there.
Well, volcanoes limit the location. There are 5 volcanoes that I'm aware of.
Cars, can I recall any information about the volcano, how it looked like?
It looked fairly dormant.
Any cities nearby?
But that's that 9 perception you had when you were
Yeah.
seeing. You couldn't see anything like that.
Sure. Here's that
Well,
token.
again, it still narrows it down to 5 locations. I don't know how the volcanoes are in the.
So, here's the. Okay, I have.
Jen, roll me a history check.
Okay. Can I guidance myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck, that's not gonna. Guidance isn't even gonna help. It's
I would give you advantage because you would probably remember this
14.
since you were there.
Yeah.
So what you do remember is for 2 of the volcanoes you probably remember, which are down around the Dwarven territories, the central continent, are still very active volcanoes.
Okay. Besides, they went east anyway versus south, so leads me to believe that they're up in this area.
Finn, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see whatever room he was in? And if so, can't you just bring us into there?
I only saw it once, so the chances of I have to be really accurate with a teleport to get us into there. However,
You have his hair. We can teleport to him.
Yeah.
can I? Surely that's fucking true. Half the time you guys are wiser than I.
Well, we're not going now. Tomorrow, bright and early is when we set
yeah,
out.
we need to rest. I mean,
Yeah, I was about to say I am the only one who can get us there, and I refuse to go before I get at least 8 hours of sleep.
Oh,
it sounds like he's on his way here anyway.
what is that?
Should have. Is the king still in the room with us?
He is.
Yeah. You should definitely alert the guards to be, well, on guard. He's coming this way, and he's coming for you two, as he points to both Velok and Eldon, Bork.
Velok.
Yeah, coming for Velok and for you yourself. He wants the throne. He's definitely after power.
I see.
He's got lost with him.
I do not know what that means, but alright.
Well, the sin of lust. If you are familiar with anything lustful, then comes from the sin.
Powerful entity.
Very powerful, and well, I knew Loex once.
That name sounds familiar.
Yes. Yeah, he was part of the group at one point.
Yeah.
He vanished, left on his own.
The king will kind of approach you all. Please, do what you can to prevent a war from coming to my kingdom's borders.
Well, that is what we plan to do.
You're welcome to stay here and rest in the palace if you wish. You'll be our guests.
Most appreciated. We definitely need a rest in order to for our friend here to perform the spell that is required to get us to the location.
Understood. Is there? Do you know where he is?
I
Near
know
a
he's at a
volcano.
he's near a volcano, but I have his hair, so I can teleport directly to him.
An inactive volcano, probably somewhere in the northeastern area,
Hmm.
Oh,
as the two to the south are still very active.
all right. Well, well, you will be my family's guests. If you need anything, he kind of looks to Finn. If you need medical treatment, as you don't look very well,
I'm fine. Don't. It'll
I'll
just need.
give him the full checkup. I am a doctor after all.
very well.
The one thing I will ask is, could you by any chance spare a shield that belongs to your army? I'm gonna need it for something.
Yes, I will speak to the captain of the guard and see if he can request one from the barracks.
Right.
Um, if you will excuse me, I must go see my children. The king will turn and leave, and that's what we'll end the session for this week.
Whoa! We're doing it. We're gonna go fight stuff. We're gonna go stab them.
Gonna go stab things. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. Thank you guys for rearranging your schedules to make it here. And hopefully next week we can just be our regular day, regular time. Yay! Hopefully.
Yay.
Until next time, Internet. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.